In the vast and mysterious land of demons and spirits, Wang Lin stood at the peak of his newfound power. The flames of vengeance that once fueled his journey had not yet extinguished. Instead, they now burned with an even greater purpose: to rebuild what was lost, to fulfill the last wish of the Duntian Patriarch, and to carve his own legend among the tribes of the savage land. After subduing the ancient Xianxia tribe, a clan whose name echoed through the ages, Wang Lin's might had become undeniable. The once fragmented Luo clan had been unified under his command, reforged into a new force, the Soul Refining Tribe, or Lianhun tribe. It was no longer a name whispered in fear, but spoken with reverence. Yet even amidst triumph, Wang Lin's gaze was tinged with melancholy. 13, his chosen disciple, once brimming with potential and fierce loyalty, had suffered a cruel fate. Beaten and crippled by the Xianxia tribe, his meridians shattered beyond natural repair, he now stood at the edge of despair. Though Wang Lin's cultivation could heal his body, he could not restore 13's ability to walk the path of soul refining. The cruel heavens had taken from him the very essence of his pride. But Wang Lin was no stranger to pain or loss. He saw in 13 a reflection of his own struggles, a soul unwilling to bow before fate. Thus he decided to grant 13 a second chance, a new path forged in fire and will. Instead of the soul refining technique, Wang Lin passed down the troll body refining technique, an ancient and ferocious art once practiced by the monstrous tribes of old. It was a technique that transformed the flesh into a weapon, the bones into armor, and the blood into roaring power. For 13, it was the only road left, and he took it without hesitation. Under Wang Lin's guidance, 13 began the arduous path of body refinement. The pain was unimaginable, each bone cracked, each muscle torn and reforged. His screams echoed through the soul-refining tribe's sacred grounds, yet not once did he falter. Wang Lin watched in silence, his eyes cold yet proud. He knew that true strength was born only through suffering. If 13 succeeded, he would not only regain his dignity, but might one day earn the right to inherit the ancient god technique itself, a power that could shake the heavens. As 13's body was reborn in the crucible of torment, the soul-refining tribe itself began to flourish. Word of Wang Lin's strength spread across the savage land like wildfire. Tribes that once looked down upon outsiders now bent their knees. Warriors, demons, and wanderers flocked to his banner, eager to serve under the one who had subdued the Xianxia tribe. Among these new arrivals was a young man named Hu Pao, a name that would soon be remembered in infamy. Hu Pao was born with a rare gift, the power of a 2-star demon body. His talent rivaled even that of the red butterfly fairy. His cultivation speed nothing short of terrifying. Within months of joining the soul refining tribe, he refined 13 soul flags, a feat that once defined 13 himself. Donghua, impressed by the youth's potential, brought him before Wang Lin, hoping to see him guided onto the right path. Wang Lin studied Hu Pao carefully. His gaze pierced through flesh and bone, straight into the soul. The young man's arrogance was veiled beneath politeness, and his ambition burned like a hidden flame. Still, talent was a gift the heavens rarely bestowed, and Wang Lin, ever pragmatic, decided to cultivate it. He offered Hu Pao the chance to rise within the tribe, to prove his worth. But talent without loyalty was a blade that cut both ways. Unlike 13, whose devotion to Wang Lin bordered on worship, Hu Pao's heart was tainted with pride. As his power grew, so did his envy. He could not accept that 13, a crippled disciple, held Wang Lin's favor above him. And as jealousy festered, so too did treachery take root. The seeds of betrayal were planted silently. Hu Pao began to whisper among the new recruits, questioning Wang Lin's motives, his authority, and his humanity. To those blinded by ambition, his words carried poison. Yet Wang Lin, ever calm and calculating, remained unshaken. He had seen too many betrayals to be surprised by another. Still, in his heart, he knew that Hu Pao's path would one day end in blood. But before that reckoning came, Wang Lin turned his gaze toward a greater goal, the ancient demon city. Within the vast expanse of the savage land lay countless cities once ruled by ancient demons. their ruins still brimming with power and opportunity. For those who sought to ascend beyond the mortal path, obtaining an official post within the Nine, demon spirit commanderies was essential. It was through such ranks that cultivators could seek the chance to merge with ancient demonic essence, transforming their bodies and souls into something beyond human. With 13 and Hu Pao by his side, Wang Lin departed from the soul-refining tribe. His figure, clad in a newly tailored red and black robe, cut through the wilderness like a god descending from the heavens. The robe's fabric shimmered with threads of silver, interwoven in patterns that resembled demonic sigils, and the tribal ornaments on his silver hair glinted beneath the sunlight. His presence was both regal and intimidating, a living embodiment of power and grace. To the tribesmen who watched him leave, Wang Lin was no longer just a cultivator. He was a legend in motion. The journey to the ancient demon city was perilous. The land was rife with demonic beasts and ancient spirits, remnants of the era when gods and demons once clashed. Along the way, Wang Lin's power was displayed in full. No beast dared approach for long. His aura alone shattered lesser demons into dust. Hu Pao watched in silence, envy gnawing deeper into his heart, while 13, battered yet unyielding, followed with unwavering faith. When they finally reached the towering gates of the ancient demon city, the scene before them was awe-inspiring. Black stone walls rose like mountains, each carved with runes that pulsed faintly with demonic light. The air was thick with power, ancient and oppressive. Yet the guards who stood at the entrance, unaware of who they were dealing with, dared to block their path. One of the guards sneered and raised his weapon, barking insults. Before Wang Lin could move, 13 stepped forward. His newly refined body radiated terrifying strength as he struck, his fist sending the guard crashing into the city wall. The commotion drew more soldiers, their weapons glinting with hostility. But before any could strike again, Wang Lin moved. With a single step, he unleashed his dominance. His fist, imbued with boundless force, tore through the air. The shock wave alone sent dozens of guards flying, their bodies shattering like brittle clay. The ground trembled, dust rising around him like a storm. In that moment, the entire city seemed to hold its breath. The display of overwhelming might drew the attention of the city's ruling power, a demon general named Mo Lihai. Cloaked in armor forged from black demon steel, Mo Lihai descended from the city's inner gates, his aura pressing down like a mountain. He demanded to know Wang Lin's name and purpose, but Wang Lin's eyes were calm, his tone steady. He had come to claim his rightful place among the ancient demon hierarchy, to carve a new destiny within the 9 demon spirit commanderies. As the crowd murmured, even Mo Lihai could not ignore the pressure emanating from this human cultivator. The confrontation marked the beginning of another turning point in Wang Lin's legend. He was no longer merely a wanderer in a foreign land. He was a force destined to reshape it. And as the winds of fate swirled around the gates of the ancient demon city, Wang Lin stood tall, his red and black robe fluttering like a banner of war. His eyes burned with the reflection of countless battles yet to come. In that moment, he was not only the master of the soul-refining tribe, but the embodiment of an unyielding will that defied both heaven and hell. For those who watched from afar, Wang Lin was both awe and fear incarnate, a man who rose from tragedy, forged in solitude, and now strode boldly into the heart of the demonic realm. His story was far from over, and his legend was only just beginning. And so, Wang Lin's legend continues to burn brighter than ever. From the ashes of despair, he forged a new path, not through mercy, but through sheer will and unrelenting strength. 13 now walks the road of body refinement, his pain transformed into power, while Hu Pao's treachery looms like a shadow waiting to strike. Ahead lies the ancient demon city, a place where countless powerhouses rise and fall, where destiny itself bends before those who dare to challenge it. Clad in his new red and black robe, Wang Lin stands as both conqueror and seeker, his eyes fixed on a future written in blood and glory. Each step he takes shakes the foundation of the demon realm, announcing to the heavens that the name Wang Lin will never be forgotten. If you've enjoyed this chapter of Renegade Immortal, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on every twist of Wang Lin's journey. The battle for dominance in the ancient demon city is only beginning, and greater storms await beyond the horizon. Until next time, keep your spirit unyielding and your will unwavering, just like Wang Lin, the man who defied fate itself.